Hello friends, my name is BK Kollapre. In this video, we will see some more problems on compound stresses, how to find out normal stress, how to find out tangential stress, how to find out principal stress, and how to find out principal planes, maximum shear and the plane. It's a combination of the whole chapter here. Let us take up a problem here. Suppose this is an element. If it is subjected to stress of 30 Newton per mm square, Newton per mm square, in addition there is shear stress. See, the arrow should be in the opposite corners. On x phase, this is my x phase. On x phase, it is acting in clockwise direction. So you should be careful about the notations. Now, in this problem, you are required to find out normal stress, tangential stress on a plane shown in the figure. So this is a plane. This is making an angle of 30 degrees. So on this plane, given plane, you will have to find out normal stress and tangential stress. Also, you can find out the resultant stress. You can find out the obliquity. These all things you can determine. In addition, he has asked you to find out what is the major principal stress, what is the minor principal stress, what is the angle that the principal stresses are making, and how much is the maximum shear stress and its plane theta dash. So in this, normal and tangential is also asked, principal stresses have been also asked. So you should do this in two steps. Find out this. Then second step will be to go for the principal stresses. So first we will go for normal stresses and tangential stresses. Note down the data first. Sigma 1, it is 30 Newton per mm square. It is compressive in nature, so it should be minus. Sigma 2, this is 120 Newton per mm square. It is tensile in nature, so positive. Now here Q is equal to, the value of Q is 40 Newton per mm square. So Q will be 40 Newton per mm square. But see here it is a clockwise rotation, so Q is minus. Now whenever you measure this angle should be with the x phase. Now you measure this angle, because this angle is with the x phase. This angle will be 30 means this will be 60 degrees, because this is 90 degrees. Now here the angle theta, what we will take in our calculations is this angle 60 with x phase. And how we are measuring the angle? Clockwise. So whenever you measure the angle clockwise, it should be minus. These are very important sign conventions you'll have to use. So once you write these, then you can go for normal stress is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 cos 2 theta plus q sin 2 theta. These are formula, you are supposed to by heart it. So this is equal to sigma 1 is minus 30 plus 120 divided by 2 plus sigma 1 is again minus 30, this is minus of 120 divided by 2 into cos of 2 into minus 60, sorry, 2 into minus 60 plus q is again minus 40 into sine of 2 into theta is minus 60. If you simplify this, if you calculate the value of sigma n, you get this as 117.14 Newton per mm square, sigma n. So on the same lines, you will go for sigma t. Sigma t is given by sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sin 2 theta plus q cos 2 theta. Substituting the values, this is minus sigma 1 is minus 30 minus 120 divided by 2 sine of 2 into minus 60 minus q, q is negative here, 40 into cos of 2 theta is minus 60. If you simplify this, you get sigma t is equal to minus 44.95 Newton per mm square. So you get normal stress, you get tangential stress. You can easily find out resultant stress is equal to under root sigma n square plus sigma t square. So 117.14 square plus minus 44.95 square. So this will give the resultant stress is equal to 125.47 Newton per mm square. And obliquity is given by tan phi is equal to sigma t by sigma n. So this will be equal to minus 44.95 divided by 117.14. You get the value of phi is equal to 21 degrees. This is one part of the problem which we have done in earlier videos to find out normal stress, tangential stress, resultant stress and angle of obliquity. We will go for the second part to determine the principal stresses. So we will go for principal stresses. So first thing is what you will have to do is you can find out the angle theta made by principal plane. How you can determine this angle made by the principal plane? We use this relation tan 2 theta is equal to 2q divided by sigma 1 minus sigma 2. This is equal to 2 into minus 40 divided by sigma 1 is minus 30 minus 120. So you get 2 theta will be equal to 28.07 degrees. So you have got two values of theta. Theta 1 will be half of this 14 degrees and theta 2 will be equal to theta 1 plus 90 degrees. Two planes will be there. So this will be 14 plus 90. So this will be equal to 104 degrees. So these are the two planes on which principal stresses will be acting. We will find out the principal stresses here. P12 is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus or minus under root sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 whole square plus q square. Substituting the value in this, minus 30 plus 120 divided by 2 plus or minus under root minus 30 minus 120 divided by 2 whole square plus minus 40 square. So you get the value as 45 plus or minus 85. So if you use plus sign, you get P1 will be equal to 45 plus 85. So this will be equal to 130 Newton per mm square, and P2 will be equal to 45 minus 85. So this will be equal to minus 40 Newton per mm square. Minus 40 Newton per mm square. Once you know P1 and P2, you can find out Q max. Q max is equal to P1 minus P2 divided by 2. So P1 here is 130 and P2 is minus 40. So minus minus will become plus 40 divided by 2. So this will be equal to minus or plus 85 Newton per mm square. And this will make an angle of theta 1 dash. This will be equal to the angle made by the major principal plane plus 45 degrees. This remains common. So this will be equal to angle made is 14 degrees plus 45 degrees. So this will be equal to 59 degrees, and the second one will be theta 2 dash is equal to theta 1 dash plus 90 degrees. So this will be equal to 59 plus 90 degrees. So this will be equal to 149 degrees. So like this, these are the principal planes which will be acting. If you want to show the principal planes and the principal stresses, you can draw a diagram here. Suppose if this is the x phase, now draw a line which is making an angle of theta, and theta here is equal to 14 degrees. And on this plane there will be major principal stress, and major principal stress acting is here 130 Newton per mm square. It is tensile in nature, so this is P1 is equal to 130 Newton per mm square. There will be another plane perpendicular to this, on which there will be minor principal stress acting, and P2 is minus 40. Minus means it is compressive nature. P2 is equal to 40 Newton per mm square. And if you join these 2 points, so this will be at an angle of 45 degrees. And on this you find the maximum shear stress will be acting, and the maximum shear stress value what you got is 85 Newton per mm square. So this is the figure that you can show. So this is a combination of normal stress, tangential stress and principal stresses. So like these problems can be asked in the examination also. Kindly subscribe the channel for more videos. Go for comment section for your questions. Thank you.